Hello, R2F here with another video. In this video, I would like to talk about when are you ready to trade with real capital. I think a lot of traders, new traders, they tend to rush into trading with real money because, that's the whole point of trading, right? They don't want to wait and do testing and trade with demo dollars, and sometimes even if they seem profitable trading, in a demo account, once it gets to the real account, they tend to just lose all the way. That's happened to me many times. Um, if I'm trading demo, I'm doing so well on a paper trading account, and when I start to trade with real money, suddenly it seems everything's going wrong, right? So, how would you know when it's time to trade with real money, and what can you do to get to that stage? Now, basically, all trading is having a system that you follow that yields more net positive results than it does negative results, and just repeating that process, and growing your wealth through compounding. If you don't know what compounding is, or compound interest, this is the basis of all um, professional trading, because in trading you don't want to risk too much, because you'll lose your account and you'll end up with zero. It's a risky business, and it's not one you should take lightly. People lose a lot of money in this game. People have also gained a lot of money, but they also can lose a lot of money. Sometimes people risk a lot and they make a lot, but you don't know when they're going to lose it all right. Just because someone has made a lot of money in a short span of time does not mean they should be a mentor and you got to copy what they do. There are people who have won the lottery. Um, if they started selling a course, doesn't mean you should buy it, right? So the correct approach is growing your account slowly through compound interest. Okay, and as you get better and more experience as a trader, you can adjust that risk, and you can accelerate the growth of your wealth. But basically, you need a trading system in place. All right, so that's the first point. And what does a trading system consist of? Okay, first you have your strategy, which is basically your analysis and how you would get into a position, and where you would get into a position, where your stop loss would be, and where you would also get out of a trading position as well. Okay, so there are many different type of ways to reading the market. There's fundamental analysis, technical analysis, so many different types of technical analysis. I use ICT's concepts along with my own discoveries. To me, that's the best thing and something I vibe with. But you know, it doesn't matter. There are many ways to trade and many ways to make money in the markets. Okay, there are indicators and different concepts that have been created all around the world. So at the start, you're finding something that vibes with you. Okay, as for a strategy, it's not, you can't go into Google and search best strategy to make money. There isn't one. All right, it all depends on you as well. I think some are better than the others, and through experience, you will know which one's better. But basically, a strategy is something that everybody needs. Obviously, you can't just flip a coin and buy and sell. Not the best strategy. Okay, but a strategy isn't the entirety of what makes a successful trading system. Okay, it's mostly other things. Actually, strategy is probably the least important thing. Okay, but essential nonetheless. And secondly, you got your money management, basically managing your entire account, how much you're going to risk on your entire account, um, when you decide to take a break from trading, and how you allocate the money, the capital in your account. Okay, so everybody has different lives, different risk tolerances. So that's something to consider. Just because someone is doing something doesn't mean that works for you. All right. If someone's a daredevil stuntman, um, maybe that's not for you. Maybe you're someone that prefers to take things a little bit more slow. All right. Third, you have your risk management, which is more related to how much risk you put on per trade. Again, everyone has different rules for this, but generally, you do not want to risk too much. There's something called a 1% rule where you risk only 1% of your trade. If you were trading with prop firm accounts, then I would suggest reducing that because normally they have a 10% drawdown limit before your account is gone. So technically, you're trading with a lot less. So it's better to have that slower approach and trade how you would with a normal account instead of being too risky. So some people trade with, if they had a normal live account, 0.5%. Some do 2, 3, 4, and some have different risks for different setups and different times. Um, if something's not that high probability, there's nothing wrong with reducing your risk. And if you see something in the chart that works so well and you're so confident in it, you can always up your risk. Okay. Number 4 is trade management. It's basically how you manage your trade once you're in it. So there should be rules for this as well. If you see your trade reverse on you, breaking structure, or crossing this moving average, or RSI is here, yada yada, maybe it's a signal for you to get out of your trade. This is something that requires your own testing in order to come up with the best criteria for this. Okay. And lastly, you management. What is that? Managing yourself. Okay, because we're all human. We all have emotions, greed, fear. We're not machines. When it comes to trading, if you want to make a lot of money, you have to deal with a lot of money. So you may see, large wins as well as large losses as you begin to scale your account. Now, if the mental side of you cannot handle that, then it's time to reduce the risk. As much as you would want to make more money, and as much as perhaps your risk management and money management allows, perhaps you still need to grow as a person to catch up with how much your account has grown. Now, when both of them are, kind of the same point, then you can start to scale them together again. Okay, because I know for me personally, I can't handle too much risk, too big figures moving up and down on my P&L, and I tend not to watch it. So that's one type of management I do. I don't watch my trades and watch the candles form too much. Or if I do, I check in now and then, and I don't stand there watching the 5-second chart candles print. Okay, because it can affect you, right? So another example, if you lose too many trades in a day or a week, you say, okay, I'm taking the week off, and you let your emotions reset and calm down. And this is all part of you management. Okay, so all of these, require discipline um, and also requires testing. Okay, the whole point of using a trading system and having one is that it yields profit. Okay, so the U management tends to come later, especially if you're trading with real capital where the emotions start to come in. If you're trading demo, maybe it's your psychologically is on easy mode, and once you get to real money, it starts to get more difficult. So if you do go to a real account, start in a small risk and slowly scale, see how it goes. After a certain amount of trades, it's building confidence, and it's allowing yourself to trust your system subconsciously. Okay, you trust that gravity works. You trust if you breathe in, air is going to go into your lungs. You trust there's some things that you just trust subconsciously, and your trading system should be one that you trust relatively well. If you do not trust it, then that's no good. Okay, so how do you trust it? You got to start by doing a lot of testing at the start, testing a strategy, testing money management rules, risk management, trade management, and eventually you management. So you want data. consistent data, and you must be able to follow your rules of your trading system, else else the data is skewed, which is no good. And it's hard to have trust in something with skewed data that is not reliable. Okay, so once you understand and once you have done your testing and it seems profitable, that's when you start to go to paper trading. And after that, if it's still profitable, that's when you start to risk small amounts of capital um, in the market. So the more data you have, the better. So I would suggest having a strategy, using all these things, and back testing in time using, you can use TradingView, or you could use other different types of platform that allow you to back test. Okay, so I would say at least 100 200 trades if you can. Once it seems profitable, then you can start to move on to paper trading and start to paper trade, certain amount of times, right? The more you trade, the more you paper trade, the better. 50 times, 100 even. There's no rush, okay? Because the only thing you'll be rushing is losing money, which sucks. Okay, nothing sucks more than losing money, especially if it's from just being, stupid. Okay, you can get lucky, but why not just go to a casino? You don't need to do it in the market, which you can lose your money a lot quicker. Okay. That being said, a trading system is what's important. So I created this this diagram to kind of guide you into knowing when are you ready to trade with real money. Okay, so you have your trading system. First of all, is it profitable? If it's profitable, you move on. If you're unsure, you do more testing on your current system if you feel it has potential to yield positive results. Okay, so if you're unsure, you need to do more testing. Testing, testing, testing. All right. If it's unprofitable, then that's no good either, right? You need to reevaluate your current system, make some tweaks, or move on, go back to the learning process, and give other systems a go to in order to gain more experience and knowledge. Like anything in life, any job, any business, you got to gain experience, and the only way to do it is just by doing it. The more you do, the better. The more you fail, the better. So don't be afraid of failing. All right? Just don't fail by losing all your money before you even have a chance to make money. So if you're profitable with your trading system after all your testing, I'm not talking about real money here. This is from testing, back testing, paper trading. We're not yet ready to trade real money. Now we check the psychology part of it. Okay, the you part. So green is you can consistently follow your system's rules with ease, and negative is you struggle to follow your system's rules. Okay, so let's say you struggle to follow your system's rules. Is it an issue with the system? Is it a you issue? Okay, so if you can follow your system rules with ease, just be patient, scale, and get rich. Simple as that. Okay, simple as that. If you're worried about getting rich, just show that you can be consistent. There are plenty of people that will throw money at you to trade for them if you can trade consistently and you can trade, with risk management in mind. You don't take large drawdowns, and you can obviously trade profitably. Okay, so let's say it's a system issue with the system. Okay, the only possible issues at this point are the system is too complicated to consistently keep up with, or that opportunities are very rare. So if your system has like a million different indicators going on and different criteria and trade management rules and you management rules, it's very hard to follow in a live market. Okay, once you see a loss or a win, yada yada yada, it's difficult to keep track of so many things at once, and you're more likely to just break these rules. And once you break it, that's it. The data is skewed, and you're not following a system anymore. You're just winging it, and if you're winging it, you're gonna lose it. Okay, son. So, or the opportunities are very rare. Like I said, if your system is very complicated and so many things have to line up, then yeah, it's no good if you can only find one trade a year. and it would suck, especially if you missed that trade because you didn't see it. Okay. In this case, you need to go back to the drawing board and simplify the current system and repeat the testing process again. Yeah, I know it's boring repeating the whole process again, but this is what it takes to make it in trading. Okay. Trading can be very, very simple. Very simple. So much time freedom, so much financial freedom, but you got to put in the work at the start. Okay. It's a very competitive industry, and the main competitor is yourself. If it's a you issue, it's mostly psychological, which is 90% of whether you're profitable or not. Okay, so this is something you have to address as it relates to 90% of your success. You have to be real and honest with what you're doing that is preventing you from sticking to your rules. Possible causes, these are psychological kind of causes. Okay, greed, for example, needing your trades, needing to your trades, needing your trades to give you what you expect in terms of dollar figure. Okay, you can't force money out of the market. It's going to do what it's going to do, and it's up to you to navigate that. You cannot demand like you make more on this position just because you feel like it. You can't demand that you get back your money from what you lost. It doesn't work that way. Number two, fear. You're afraid of losing trades, afraid of being wrong. People do not like to be wrong. People do not like to lose. It's a natural instinct to not want those things in life. Okay, but trading is all about losing and losing professionally. If you can lose like a pro, you can make money like a pro as well. Number three, boredom, needing to be in a position to feel a thrill or just to feel like you're being constructive. All right, trading can be quite exciting, but you should try to avoid that feeling, and you should definitely avoid trading if you feel you are bored or in the need of some excitement. Okay, 'cause it leads you to risking more, it leads you to revenge trading. You do not want all those emotions coming up. Um, and one other thing as well, you may be getting into a position just to feel like you're being constructive. Like I'm working, I'm doing something, I'm trading, I'm a trader, so I got to be in a trade. Yeah, I found out many times that that is the complete opposite. Okay, there are many days where there's nothing on the charts, but kind of force myself to see something and get into a trade. Never works out well. All right. You don't have to do anything. There are people that take a couple of trades a year and make more than most people do as doctors. All right. So at the end of the day, it comes down to trusting your system that you've tested and have committed to. Trading goes against the grain of human nature. All right. So you have to be at peace with losing trades. You have to trust compounding to grow your wealth, and you have to be incredibly patient. You can't be lazy with the effort you put into studying and being organized. All right. So you have to be very organized, and you have to put effort into studying as well. You have to have the utmost of discipline as a trader. Okay. So I suggest having discipline, practicing discipline, outside your life as well. Okay. So trading can be extremely simple, but doesn't mean it is easy. As I said, the hard work goes into gaining experience and sculpting yourself into the person you need to be so that you may reap the benefits at a future point of time. Now, if you got yourself this far, I want you to take note that this is a very important point. All right. So, and there's a little exercise for you here to do. Ask yourself, if you wanted to be a wealthy and professional trader, who do you have to be as a person? So, really imagine as vividly as you can in details about yourself. All right. So, imagine you are this wealthy trader. What do you look like? What are you doing? How do you compose yourself? What do you do in your everyday life? Keep these things in mind. Okay. Just imagine them. Now write down a list of all these things you can do today to work on becoming that person, to start becoming that person. So are you a very educated person in the markets? Then today, write down what you need to do. Okay, 5 times a week, 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, whatever. I need to study. Okay. Perhaps you imagine yourself wearing nice things, living in a nice house. Start today, dress well, comb your hair, take a shower in the morning. You want to be organized? Okay. Say to yourself, I'm going to exercise at a certain time for a certain amount of time every morning. I'm going to make my bed. Okay, I'm going to do my chores, etc., etc. Who do you need to be? All right. So very important exercise, and I think it will help a lot of you as well. Because in order to have what you imagine, you have to be that person. And if you are that person, the money, the generational wealth, is merely a result of who you are. Okay, it's not something you got to chase, not something you got to work on getting. If you work on being that person that you need to be, those things will just come to you. All right, so that's the important part. Look at any wealthy, really wealthy person, not these trading gurus that you may see, who a lot of them are, actually do not know how to trade, and they've kind of changed their business to selling courses or getting followers, etc. All right, or someone who buys their signals or mentorships. Okay, so yeah, go look at really wealthy people. See, take note of how they compose themselves. What they look like, how they dress. Um, I was thinking of the Ethereum founder Vitaly Buterin, who, yeah, he's not the best example. He's he's a bit weird, but think of successful business owners, for example. All right, so it's pretty simple. Let's go back again. How do you be profitable? You can consistently follow a system's rules with ease. That's it. That's it. And your trading system, the components are your strategy, money management, risk management, trade management, and you management. That's all there is to it. All right. Simple, simple. Yeah, I think that's it. Um, I won't go on too much on this video anymore. I'm done. So, yeah, I hope this helps you out. If you need any help or assistance, or yeah, if you just want to share, you want me to comment, or if you just want to share, you can, send me a DM or leave a comment. Either way is fine. All right. So, best of luck on your journey, and I hope you all get there, because trading is the best. If you love it, even if you're losing, even if you're not profitable yet and you love it, then this is for you. All right. So, all right, till next time, R2F signing out.